Hi Scorpio, welcome to Strawberry Fields Tarot. I have already picked your little zodiac zone for the day. Stone zone. We are in the Scorpio zone. All right, so I'm just going to be doing a general reading, which means, again, this is general reading for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. And it's not gonna resonate with everyone, but hopefully it'll resonate with you. I'm just gonna get to see what kind of messages we have coming in for Scorpio. All right. If you're not a big fan of the shuffling, you can go ahead and fast forward where you see the cards laid out. I do kind of read them as I go. But, however you want to do it, I get it. I hope everybody has had a good holiday, those that celebrated. I personally did not. I don't have any family near me. So it was just sort of sitting here spacing out today. Didn't have work, nothing going on, nothing special until now. Now we have your reading. So let's see what we get. I'm going to do the classic Celtic. Seems to turn out the best. So, all right, Scorpio, what's coming in for you? Queen of Wands. A little bit of shifting passions there. But you are sitting in a place of passion about something. So we will see if this is, work, relationships, general life stuff. Queen of Wands, all right? Sitting, oh my God. Okay, so we're starting off right away with the King and Queen of Wands. And so, because the King and Queen of Wands are the most unstable of the King and Queens, having them together, if this is going to turn into a relationship thing, we're talking about two people that are probably a little bit, they're either too much alike and kind of a conflicting way, or that they might actually really suit each other and understand each other, because they're very much cards of the thing about they're kings and queens, and I've said it before, they're the more mature energy of the wands, of this fiery wand like passion, but they have shifting passions, and each of them follow their own passion. So I suppose if they're heading in the same direction, that could be a good thing. This could also be saying, because this is what's coming in, this is what's crossing you, helping you, hurting you. And it could be either or. We're going to find out a little bit more. What's crowning you? Ace of Swords. God, I hope I can talk today. Okay, so Ace of Swords crowning you. Yeah. I'm seeing. Okay. This could be also a combination with these two, is trying to balance out, you're feeling passionate about more than one thing. I don't know if it's more than one person or more than one thing going on in your life, but so you may have some conflicting passions going on there. You're feeling a little sad about something that has happened, or something that's happening, or maybe it was just something with the holidays. Maybe you were just in a situation where it wasn't the most happiest of times. They like to, well, I'm not going to go into the whole the whole holiday hoopla and how they try to make it this great, beautiful thing so they can sell things. I'm very anti that. Just, I don't know. It, like I said, it's a whole thing about me and the holidays, but it's not okay. So let me simplify that. Let me just put that into simple terms. That it's supposed to be a happy time, but that it's not always happy for everybody. Let's put it that way. Okay. But then again, this is the Five of Cups, and he is sort of looking at some spilled cups here. So, you know, maybe that's what that conflict of passions was about. This may be about work, sitting in your recent past. You've got the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, I think you put a lot into something, or you were really putting a lot of thought and effort into something, but maybe it didn't turn out quite like you expected, okay? I'm not sure what's going on with all this fire. So maybe you've been dealing with a fire sign. I don't know. Maybe like a Sagittarius or something. So Knight of Wands. Talk about shifting passions. He is kind of that knight that's going the other way. He's very quick, so you might just be something maybe just coming in quick, and maybe that'll get clarified with our other deck here about you. Okay, so that's kind of where you're at. This is kind of where you're at. You got the Five of Pentacles and the Five of Cups. So yeah, it's that feeling of being left out in the cold, being disappointed, feeling that lack of, and I'm not talking lack like financially, you know, it could be, but you know, we're talking cups and pentacles, so this could be emotions as well, or just maybe a lack of community, or a lack of feeling connected. So I feel like I'm not really sure about that Ace of Swords up there, and maybe you're just putting on a brave face. Yep, that's what I'm hearing. Like, Scorpio, why do you, I mean, I'm a Scorpio, I get it, but the readings are always so intense, like, like, can't we just be calm and have a restful week? Okay, so, but external influences, the High Priestess is coming in with that external. So that is something that you're very much, she is the Queen of Intuition, and that's very much your gut feelings about things. That is really an external influence. I just think whatever's happening you is causing you to sort of retreat into yourself, and you want to trust your gut. But with this King and Queen and Knight, with all this fire and all this wands and all these passions and all this sort of, there's just a little bit of conflicting energy that you're not feeling sure about that. Really trusting your gut. But it is this external influence, so you may actually have somebody come in that will sort of help you sort out whatever is going on with you. Okay. Hopes and fears, you've got the Nine of Wands. All right, so this seems like it's going to be something, and I'm sorry, I'm readjusting in my chair. I don't know why I don't do that and get comfortable before I start reading, but I guess that's just the way it is. Little shake. I could have paused there, you know. Whatever. So, yeah, external, or I mean, hopes and fears in that position. I think you're just feeling a little worn out, because that is also wands, and that could be being defensive, or having, or setting boundaries, or having your boundaries crossed. But I think you're maybe a little worn out from what has been happening with you, and I'm not feeling quite relationship, but I'm not completely feeling work either, so I don't know. This might just be a real personal battle with you. All right, and there you are. There's your card, the Death card. That is Scorpio's card. How did I adjust something without, I don't know what the heck. All right, and that is an outcome. So with everything that I'm sort of feeling here so far, I like that that's coming out as the outcome, because we're talking yay, Death and rebirth, transformation, that this is going to shift and change. And let's get a little clarification from the bottom of the deck. We've got the World card coming out. I'm going to cover that little girl. Sorry. I meant to have all my little pasty things all ready to cover stuff, but I always forget until I pull them out. I'm like, oh, can't show that. All right, so you've got the World, the Fool. Ooh, beautiful, the Hierophant. Ooh, fast movement. Yay, stability. Okay, so this is really good because in this layout, okay, and again, general reading may not resonate with everybody, and it could have something to do with this season, because this season gets very, even if you're not having personal struggles, there's that collective energy of that frantic kind of feeling that goes along with it, and everybody kind of feels that, whether they know it or not, you know. But just with all those wands and then these kind of sitting in the position about you, and then having this sort of kind of, you know, you've been working really hard, you're pretty worn out, just even the way they're lining up, and then in the conscious energy, you know, maybe that's just it. Maybe this is actually the reversal of that, is not being able to think clearly, not being able to pull your thoughts together. But then you're going into an overall, and to me these are messages from Spirit, and I'm really feeling like these are messages from Spirit. So you've got death and rebirth, you've got the transformation as your outcome, and then you've got the World, which is the completion of a cycle. So all this craziness, whatever it is, whatever you've been going through, and again, it could be, you know, it could be love, family, work, you know, relationships, whatever, or friends, either way. So you're transforming, and the cycle is starting, it's wrapping up. This part of it is over. So anything that has felt a little rough for you, just a little like you've been wanting to retreat into that energy of just within yourself and not deal with stuff. Whatever the situation was, that's coming to an end, because you've got that completion of a cycle, and then you're starting off right there with the Fool, and he's basically forgetting everything he knows and going on a new path, a new journey, taking a leap of faith, stepping into another reality, shifting his reality, because he wants something better. We all always want something better if things aren't great. And if they're really good, then, you know, of course, we try to fortify them and hold on to them and all that stuff. And then you've got the Hierophant coming in, and he's really our connection, our connection. He kind of brings that, brings our physical selves and connects us to the spiritual self, which is interesting because the High Priestess takes the things of the spirit and brings it down to us. So these two are very, and they're kind of lining up here on this row. So they're sort of complementing each other, which is, to me, I'm just hearing that that's going to be a balancing out. You may have somebody that you may either be learning things, or it's just say, you know, you have learned your lessons. I'm not getting that in that position, but that you may have somebody who's going to teach you something. So pay attention when people are trying to give you advice. You know, I know us Scorpios, we kind of like to figure things out on our own. We don't really seek advice. We end up giving advice a lot because for some reason, me and other Scorpios I've known in my life, that it's kind of the same deal. You know, it's because we do that. We appear, we pretend to the outer world that we have it all together, and we don't always have it all together. Not that we're not strong enough, but anyway. So yes, you may have somebody coming in, or even just a higher spirit universe is just saying, they're kind of watching over this little journey you've been through. It's coming to an end. There's some transformation, going into something new, and then quickly moving to that King of Pentacles, to that place of stability, that place of home, that place of You know, it could be wealth. It could be just peace on the home front, or peace within yourself. It's just a very grounding energy. And it's interesting that I did my little grounding token. I don't usually put it there, and I slid it over there, and that is right where that's lining up. Okay, so we're going to do the second part, oopsie, of this. Queen of Wands and Ten of Pentacles. Yay, you're going to be rich. Just that Queen of Wands dropping off the bottom like that. I'm like, I don't know if I want any more Kings and Queens of Wands, unless they're in a good position or the energy that flows from them is good. Because it can be, all the cards can be good or bad. I don't really, I don't lay them out as reversals, but I do read energies in upright and reversals, or in the reversed, sorry, just to try to give different aspects to it. But again, it's whatever the energy from the card in the position is coming to me. That is exactly what I do, try to read that. It is kind of a guessing game. Again, I'm still getting used to just doing, these do not shuffle like I thought they would, general readings, because I don't really know who I'm talking to, what the questions are in your mind. So, yeah, it's real. That's why you have to say when you're doing these, okay, it could be this, could be that. Sometimes I get really direct messages and I feel like I'm just talking to one person. And okay, I digress once again. All right, Scorpio, what the heck? Okay, so let's see, Queen of Wands. I'm going to lay these over here so I'm not holding them. And then Six of Cups. Okay, so that thing that you were passionate about, that might possibly be attached to something or someone from the past, or maybe a little, maybe missing how things used to be, or regret, a little bit of regret, with that Five of Cups down there. So, okay, that would make sense, but then you've got the Queen of Cups over the King of Wands, and I believe this, wow, okay, so I just exactly heard that love is going to, a different kind of, the passions that you had, that you connected as in your mind, that these are about love. The Queen of Cups is saying, okay, love is not just one thing. It's not just about passionate, couples, partnership love. I think sitting over that King of Wands, it's kind of coming to realize that love, that's all I'm hearing. Love means a lot of things. Don't ever put love in a box, because, but I tell you, you want to, those that love you, the people you love, and all the forms of love that we get, we really need to put those all at the highest level of importance, including partners, including if you have a specific person. So there's that Five of Pentacles showing up again with the Eight of Pentacles. So yeah, that could have been, maybe you were working on something and you just weren't getting the, you felt like nobody was helping you with that. You felt like you were supposed to have help and they didn't show. What's the Five of Pentacles in the, oh no, we're going into Knight of Wands with the King of Pentacles. Okay, so there it is again. So that's really saying, oh, and I'm sorry, I didn't say it before, but this is that near, I might have, this is that near future position. So yeah, it's almost, yeah, okay. Sorry, I probably should have stopped and tried to put it together, but it's flowing right now. So again, that stability coming in over that kind of unbridled passion, or that, it's that part of you that you feel like you don't have control over, like you don't want to feel this way, but you can't stop feeling this way. So that's just Spirit's way of telling you that, you've got some calming down. You know, if you have been worried about money, that is going to shift for you. That to trust, to really put that trust in spirit that they're going to bring things to a more stable place. And then you, Two of Pentacles, right on top of the Five of Pentacles in a current position about you. So definitely wanting to find that things are good, wanting the balance, okay? And then the external influences is Eight of Pentacles again. So good, because that's showing up again. Only it's showing up in external influences. So what you feel like that maybe you were doing on your own before, that it's showing up as external, like, hey, maybe whoever it was that kind of, punked out on you or whatever, kind of bailed on you, that there's going to be recognition for that, and coming in and helping you to work on whatever that was. Okay, so yeah, just some kind of work or something at home. Maybe it was a domestic thing where you felt like you were doing everything and people weren't contributing. And I don't know, it just feels like people were disappointing you with something. And then, okay, and then what did we say about this one? I wasn't getting boundaries. I was getting just kind of worn out. And then you've got the Hermit and your hopes and fears. And a Hermit to me here is, he kind of wants to, he's somebody who's sort of definitely went inward. He's kind of learned his lessons and all that stuff. I always said about the Hermit, he's got the star in his hand and he's going forth, and he's at kind of the end of the ruminating journey, but just showing up here on feeling like you're just worn out. It might just really mean to hermit yourself a little, to just retreat a little. And then with this transformation, you've got the Four of Pentacles coming out. And so that's just really, to me, I'm feeling that is letting go, because Four of Pentacles can be holding on too tight, or that need to let go. And I just realized everything got laid out all weird because I was getting all excited. So let's, okay, maybe it's supposed to be that way. We're going to leave it. What's with the Ace up here? Aces also represent success. So you may just have, but again, I just feel like that was presenting yourself as thinking clearly and looking, successful and looking like you have it together. Page of Cups with that. So now again, moving Six of Cups, Queen of Cups, from this sort of passion-involved conflict. And it could be, I'm not talking passion like love, it could have been, but it could just been something you're passionate about. Now we're kind of, everything's starting to smooth over, because now Earth is showing up and water's showing up. And that Page of Cups is a new beginning and sitting up there. And then Five of Cups, we've got the Six of Wands. And I love that, because that means that is the card of victory and success. And that, so with this overlay, these clarifying cards, like you're going to be moving from that Three of Cups to finding that Two of Cups, to finding that balance. And I think you're going to have help. Help is coming in. See, look at that. I wasn't going to keep going, but look at that Queen of Wands. She's hanging out, wanting to come out again. So there might be something about that. I'm going to do a couple more on this outcome, because that's where it would have showed up had I pulled them that way. I've just been pulling them a little different for some weird reason. And Eight of Swords, that might be significant. I don't know. All right. So with the World, you have the Devil card showing up. It's called Temptation on this one. Yeah, I think just that toxic, little bit of toxicity, or maybe a lot. Ooh, hard call. That again, that's sitting in right with the world card of that cycle that may have felt a little toxic to you is coming to an end. And then with the Fool, you have the Three of Swords. Yeah. And that's generally that heartbreak. But I think with completing the cycle of toxicity and in this position, sorry that I cleared my throat so much. I do drink a lot of water before I start. Is leaving behind. I just really see that Three of Swords. That's leaving behind anything that has kind of broke your heart or hurt you, or because I see the Three of Swords as a hope card, because I think it's that healing. It's that either acknowledging that you have something that needs to be healed, or it has just something to do with your heart, or getting to the heart of a matter. It's a good thing. And then that Nine of Wands that was under here is showing up with the Hierophant. So if you do get that person coming in that is going to try to maybe help you or teach you something, or if there's something you need to learn, that in this position, that Nine of Wands is definitely about letting your guard down, about letting your defenses down. And then with that, so quickly, this Eight of Wands moving quickly into the Emperor. The Emperor is someone that takes control of the situation. He is sitting in a position of power. He's the King of Tarot. And he really does. He doesn't just show people that he has it all together. He does have it all together. So that's a very strong divine masculine coming in this overall from spirit, kind of helping you with this situation. And so it doesn't matter if it's male or female. You may have an external, or you just may be stepping into your divine masculine, where you take charge of things and kind of get things under control and get to that place of stability with this King of Pentacles. And then with the Moon showing up here, the Moon in this position with the King of Pentacles, and then having the High Priestess as an external. I think that has something to do, I could be saying something with the moon cycles, like the next full moon, the next new moon, or something. What do we say with the King of Pentacles is, again, that you're going to get to where you're going to be able to maybe, things are going to clear and kind of move to where you're able to trust your tuition. I just wanted to see the other two, because I usually do more than one. So look, two more for the outcome. And then you get the Queen of Cups and Queen of Wands. Queen of Cups, Queen of Wands. So that's definitely about balancing out, again, those emotions and those passion, just your emotions in general, because I think passions are part of your emotions. The Eight of Swords, that feeling bound but easily being able to break free. Wow, okay, so perfect. You have the Empress, and with the Emperor in your overall, and this Empress showing up along with, because these sort of clarify that outcome. And the Four of Pentacles, letting go of what's been difficult, and a transformation, and then a balancing between the Queens and also that divine feminine there, and then another divine feminine showing up that is getting your emotions into a more stable place, feeling better about other people, feeling better about yourself, feeling better about your situation. Okay, and then we're just going to do, we're just going to follow it. Okay, so let's see with all of this if we can get some advice from the Oracle for Scorpio. I do, it just feels like you really are moving to that, yeah, it's gonna calm down. I think I just hear it's everything's gonna calm down. You're gonna have a new perspective. That's another shift with that moon. You know, do a little introflexion. Is that a word? Introflect? Inflect? Oh my God, I do think you do need to do a little bit of soul searching, Scorpio, and figure it out exactly, you know, what you want, and really start taking steps toward that through, you know, meditation. Look up reality shifting, manifesting. I know we overuse that word, but really putting your how you want your 3D to look together in your heart of hearts, in your mind, in your spirit, and just seeing it in your as it happening in your real world, so that universe can start conforming and working all these pieces together to make your 3D look the way that you want it to look. And beautiful. So you've got the nightingale spirit. Love is all around. I really feel that's from spirit. That's just spirit. That's the universe's support. And also, you know, you probably have a lot more people that love and care about you than you realize. People you thought maybe didn't care about what was going on, they actually really do. But people get into their own stuff too. You got the mouse spirit. Tend to the small things. Again, that is that step-by-step journey. Start making that journey in that direction. Start scripting. Start writing down how you want your reality to look. And then watch the universe come in and start to shift and change that. And then right after that, you get the white raven spirit. Trust in magic. Magic is reality. That is my theme. Trust in magic. Believe in that. It looks like magic to people that are really grounded in this reality, but really it's just the way the energies work, that what we put together, what we dream in our minds, is we are always manifesting whether we know it or not. And that you need to start bringing that into focus. Okay, I want this to look this way. Yes, definitely. Okay, keep going. To remind myself. And then otter, what did I just say? Otter spirit, you are never alone. So even if you felt a little alone, I think again, sometimes people just get caught up in their own stuff. And as Scorpios, we have that super loyalty and that super connection to the people that we love. And it's hard when we're not getting the attention or the support but with us, you know, you have to remember sometimes that's a perceived idea, because Scorpios are just super intense. I have not met a Scorpio in my life that was not a really intense person. And, you know, I don't want to talk about me, but I think I fall into that category. I don't know. You have to ask the people that know me well, which guess what? There's not many, because I have a very tight circle, and I've always kept a very tight circle of people around me. Never had large groups of friends, which is how a lot of Scorpios are too. Okay. Not everyone, just some of us. Okay. Please get an angel number for Scorpio, and then we will go away. We will go away. We'll go to a better place. Wait, that sounds terrible too. And then we will stop this reading until the next one. So 6 may be significant. Your heart is your gift. You are a natural born nurturer and have a great talent for helping and healing others. Sometimes, Scorpio, that's to a fault, because sometimes, and it's going to say it for me. I'll just read the rest of it. For healing others, you are the epitome of self-sacrifice and a protector of those you love. I am nurturing. And so that is definitely a Scorpion trait, where they give a lot of themselves, especially emotionally. I mean, I think they would give anything in their power to the people that they love. But they feel like sometimes they don't get it back. And it's not that Scorpios don't get it back. It's just they don't get it back in the intense way they give it, and it gets confusing. So All right, so those are your messages for today. I don't even know how I'm going to caption it. It's just things have been a little off kilter, but I just see a lot of calm, flowing support. People are going to start showing up, you know, that you thought had sort of dropped out, if that makes sense. And yeah, I think this is just going to flow to a really good place. So hang in there and just, you know what? Peace and love, and I will catch you in the next one.